Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. I am heading off to another Raku firing workshop. We made some more pinch pots with the Middlesex Bonsai Society, so today we're going to be glazing them and firing them up. So the workshop is held at Chris Hendry's place, so it should be an exciting day. So here we go. Here we are at Chris Hendry's place for the Raku workshop. It's pretty exciting. So this is a lot of Chris's trees here that are for sale, and then over here behind the Fiat is the Raku workshop. So people are glazing their pots up and the first firing is underway. So let's go have a look. So Chris has the barn here where we did all the glazing. And he's got 2 kilns going and 4 reduction bins. So you can see the furnace is glowing red hot now.
He's moved this back, right?
Orange
so
hot.
That provides more secondary
Lots
air
of heat.
for it to go in.
So my 2 pots are drying on top. They do that to get the glaze, the water out of the glaze, and then they go into the kiln for the next firing.
Ah, it's still doing it. So.
And here's the reduction pots. So there's straw in here, and there'll be some newspaper like this. So it should be quite exciting. I think he's pretty well ready to do the first work.
So,
yes.
It's a good opportunity to talk about firing one of these kilns. They're brand new kilns, so there's not a lot of air going into it, just where I can control it, which is nice. So the air goes in, and I had too much gas going in, and so the flame was, and you probably saw it, the flame was about this big. It was about that tall, right? It's a little easier to see at night. It's fun. But the flame was about that big, and I'm just burning off gas. It's not very efficient, right? If the flame is about like this, it's very efficient, right? I can usually get about 10 or 12 firings out of a can, right? So that's usually not a problem. This one I just turned around and lo and behold, it's firing like crazy. So we may be done. I just am. Doesn't seem to be just quite the right color yet. So
okay.
I'm looking for it to be somewhere between orange and white hot.
Okay.
Right? So.
Wow. Let's have a look at it.
Have a look.
Let's have a look at the color here.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna come around here. So there's down below.
So when the flame is really tall like that, I have 2 options. I can pull the damper back.
Okay.
This is the damper, right?
Damper.
I can pull that back and allow more air to get in, or I can pull this back and let the secondary air get in more.
I see.
So that it
More oxygen.
more oxygen in, so it's not reducing inside the kiln.
Right. Yes.
Right?
Cool. So here in the barn is all the glazes. There's samples of all the different colors, and people are glazing up their pots here. It is a beautiful day today, nice and cool. Not like the last Raku workshop, which was really hot and humid. Today is really pleasant. So Chris is removing the pots now from this kiln, so he's going to be opening it up soon.
Notice that I'm not reaching over top. Right?
And that's his damper, that piece of clay on top that he controls the air coming out of the kiln. And he's got his tongs. And the fireman is ready over here. He's going to be putting the lids on. So here he goes. Off goes the burner. The lid comes off. Very hot.
But there's no need to rush, right?
There's the pots glowing in there. And they come out. Look at them glowing.
That's the one with the
looks like lava. So here it goes into the bin. Fire starts. And the lid goes on. Oh, not yet.
Eventually.
There's a couple of pots going in there.
Get the spot, probably.
Now the lid goes on.
Pot with the spot?
Yep, that was the third one.
So that burns off all the oxygen inside and creates all the soot, which gives the clay that kind of blackish gray color. There we go, look at that. And that lid goes on now.
And a friend.
This one's going to get burped. Boom. Just like that. And after 20 seconds, this one gets burped too. And if you don't let the oxygen in, it doesn't give you those nice rainbow colors Chris was saying. There goes, boom. So if you left it with no oxygen, you would just get a green kind of copper oxide color to the pots.
So we give it 20 minutes to cool down.
So that, yeah,
But at this point, it's done what it's going to do.
20 minutes to cool down.
Hello, hello.
More people coming. So very exciting. So next, firing number 2, these pots will go in, which are dried. All the water is out of the glaze. So they go in on the clay shelf like that. Hot.
Yep, don't want to dawdle.
No.
You don't want to dawdle. There we go. So nothing's touching.
Nothing's touching. That goes on.
And it's already past 500 degrees.
Okay.
So that's why it's absolutely essential to preheat the pots.
Yes. Cool.
So, and it's still so hot. I mean, I'm not rushing.
No.
You know.
You can see it's glowing in there still. It just lights the burner by itself.
Right?
Wow. That is cool. So
Pretty
these
cool, that space age material.
It is, yeah, that's amazing. So these will take probably 20 minutes then,
Yeah,
or about 20 minutes, yeah.
This will take about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we'll see how.
Get to see one of your pots.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Did you do the crackle white again?
I did.
You like that glaze?
I do, I like it. On this one, I made the animal, the other glaze, the shiny one, and the pot, the white, crackle white. So we'll see what this one turns out like. This is kind of a weird pot, but we will see. So Joyce here has a very large pot she's firing in here. So if we look in, it's kind of tipped over a bit.
It's supposed to be.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's so the air can get all the way around it, Chris was saying.
Okay.
And so then
So it doesn't cool up in one area.
Yeah. So it
So the heat is distributed more.
Okay, I see.
Right? The problem with big things in Raku is that they have a tendency to crack.
The glaze is looking shiny.
right?
Isn't it? Have a look
Yeah.
at it.
I know.
Oh wow, this is exciting,
Just
Joyce.
a little bit more heat.
Yeah.
It out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I love that.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I'm so excited.
So Joyce's large pot is coming out of the kiln soon. They're just rearranging the pots. A couple more to go here. So here it goes.
Do the honor?
Turn it off.
Burner's off. Tongs are out. Joyce is the fireman. Here it is. It's looking very green at the moment. Wow. It's very green.
Very green.
This is the hard part.
Well, you just want to make sure you got a good grip.
Yes.
Right?
So there it is. It's very green. Going into the bin. And on goes the lid.
1, 2,
So 20 seconds. It'll get burped. Let's see what kind of fireball we get out of here.
17.
I'm upwind from it. Oh.
That's a worm.
That was good.
How long before that?
All these glazes going on. Wow. Very excited. So these pots are coming out of the bins now. They've been
And we'll recharge the bins.
glazed. They're recharging the bins. Yeah. So they're all sooty. They need cleanup. But they're looking shiny.
They look great.
So now you need to take them
Somewhere.
and get a scrubby and some Ajax and pour some Ajax, dip it in the water, pour some Ajax on it, scrub the soot off, and they shine right up.
Okay.
Okay, so this batch is ready. We'll load this tank first.
There goes my pot into the kiln. And into the kiln goes my other pot. I made 2 at this workshop. So that's going in.
I can smell my hair burning. So now
Goes the lid.
it's already past 500 degrees.
So fire it up.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's more straw going into the bins now.
A little bit.
Joyce has got newspaper going in.
Oh, a lot. It's a good way to use up all your flyers,
Yes.
right? I use them in the studio too. Something like that's probably pretty good, Joyce. Yeah.
I'm back home now from Chris Snedden's Raku firing workshop. It sure was a lot of fun. More and more people showed up and it got really, really busy, so I didn't get much time to video the pots coming out of the kilns, but they all turned out fantastic. Joyce's pot looks really, really good. And I was happy with my pots. I will show you those. A long time ago, I mentioned to Chris Hendry that I really like these Chinese pots, these old Chinese pots from the 1970s. And last time I was there, he gave me the 2 oval ones. And there was a tree in this one that was borderline whether it was going to live or not, and I guess it didn't make it. So the pot became available. So I offered to buy the pot off him, but he said no. He said just take it. And so it was a gift from Chris Hendry. So thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate it. This is the sister pot to the green one that I put my very first bonsai in, my Ficus microcarpa. So it's kind of nice to have a blue matching one. And I think Ficus Fancy will be going in this pot eventually, maybe even this year. Eric and Emma were there. You've seen Eric and Emma on the channel before. Eric has a lot of spec booms or Portulacaria Afra bonsai. And he, last time when we were making the pots at last month's meeting, he mentioned there was a book out just on Portulacaria Afra. And I said, oh, that'd be really cool. He says it's really good. And I forgot to go look for the book. So this time, at this month's meeting, he said he has a gift for me. And here it is. It is the book. So it is called Spec Boom Bonsai Masterclass Portulacaria Afra by Andre Svart. So yeah, it's so far, I've just been flipping through it and it just looks fantastic. All kinds of African style landscapes, penjings, ideas for styling the Portulacaria Afra. So I am just going to love looking through this book. And they signed the inside. It says, "To Nigel from Eric and Emma, thanks for all the great bonsai lessons." So thank you very much, Eric and Emma. I really appreciate the book. It looks fantastic. I can hardly wait to read it tonight. So here are my pots. These are all pinch pots. And you have to make them fairly quickly because you only get so much time at the workshops. So they're not, you know, precise finished pots because they're all just made by hands with basically no tools. But they have character. So that's my oval shaped one. I didn't glaze the bottom. I didn't glaze the inside, and I used that crackle white or cream colored finish on it. And it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with that. And then this one, I decided the last minute I'd put a little animal on top. And there's a lot of debate about what animal it is. I think it looks like piglet. It could be anything. Yeah, so that's on kind of a bathtub shaped pot or an oval pot. Yeah, I put the year, Nigel 2025. Yeah, so that's my pot with the animal, and this is the one from the Kitchener-Waterloo Bonsai Society workshop. Yeah, so there's my name in the bottom. Yeah, so three pinch pots, all fired with the Raku firing method. So let's have a look at this pot. So as I said, these pots are from the 1970s. So, you know, they're what's that, 30, 40, 55 years old. They're pretty old. They're almost as old as me. And they sure are nice. I mean, look at the blue in this. It's just really vivid on this side of the pot, which has the butterfly. And if I rotate it around, these pots have tons of patina on them. Like there's little chips here and there. There's blemishes in the glaze. So this side of the pot, which has the dragonfly, is much more, it's matte. The blue is vivid down low, but not up top here. You can see the clay color showing through on the glaze. Yeah, it's just, every part of the pot is different. You can see there's a pinhole here in the glaze, and it's just fantastic. If you like patina, these are the pots to get. They're just full of interest. Yeah, so I was really happy to get that pot, and I'll show you the green one. So here's the other green pot I have. It's the same size. It's a different pattern on it. This one has a big dragonfly, and the other one has like a small dragonfly on it. Yeah, so it's quite different actually. I thought they were exactly the same, but they're not. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I really like these pots. They look fantastic with tropical trees, especially older tropical trees in them. So you can see I have another one here. I've got Frankenficus's one here. Yeah, I really like these pots. My carpoke trees are in a similar pot, an oval shaped one. I have my other ficus over there in a green oval shaped one. Yeah, I guess I don't know, I'm just really like these pots. So yeah, that was the haul for today. It was fantastic. So thank you, Chris Hendry. Thank you, Eric and Emma, for the book. And thank you, Chris Snedden, for doing all that work firing up the pots. He used to bring a lot of equipment in his van. He's got the burners, the kilns, the reduction bins. He's got all the glazes. Chris puts on a lot of effort and a lot of time. And I'm sure monetarily he gets very little, but we sure appreciate it. It was a fantastic workshop once again. Not only did I get this beautiful pot from Chris, but he gave me this little seedling. It's called an orchid tree. Bonharana, something like that.
I'll have to look it up on the internet. I'm not familiar with this species, but it's a pretty unusual tree. It has, the leaves are like, they look like lungs, I guess. Kind of a double leaf. And apparently gets beautiful flowers that look like orchids. So that's going to be very exciting, developing this tree into the future. So again, thanks very much, Chris. I'm going to look through the book tonight. I'm going to read it very carefully, look at all the illustrations, which for me is the fun part. And I'll let you know what I think of the book. I'll do a bit of a mini book review the next time I work on my Portulacaria aphoris. And that brings us to the end of the video. So thank you everyone from the Middlesex Bonsai Society. They are a great bunch of people, and it's been really fun getting to know each person in the club. Thank you for Chris Hendry for hosting the club, and thank you Chris Snedden for putting on a fantastic workshop. And that is all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.